I think a lot of us saw this move coming. Bronny James is a Los Angeles Laker teaming up with his dad, LeBron James. And today, we're going to be simulating Bronny's entire NBA career, seeing if he can become at least a decent rotational player or even maybe a superstar. But it's going to be an uphill battle as he's starting off his NBA career as a 70 overall. Now, obviously, he's got plenty of time to grow and improve his game, but Bronny's not starting off like how LeBron did. LeBron was the consensus #1 guy. People viewed LeBron as a future superstar, and I don't think people feel the same way about Bronny. Maybe he can prove the doubters wrong in this video. We're gonna jump straight into season #1. Bronny will not be getting any minutes here. He was actually kind of close. He's the 11th man in the rotation, so maybe he'll get a garbage time minute or two. Bronny's rookie season is over with, and to no surprise, he doesn't win Rookie of the Year. He didn't make the all-rookie team either, but his dad LeBron made All-NBA third team. And after playing a season with his son, he's ready to leave the game. This is going to be his final year in the association as the Lakers completely missed out on the postseason. And Bronny James was unable to score his first NBA bucket this year. However, he did see the floor. He played a whopping 1 minute. Goodbye, LeBron. So now Bronny is all on his own here in Los Angeles. I'm really hoping he progresses some headed into his second season. Okay, he's up to a 73 overall, but there are a lot of players ahead of him here in the rotation in LA. It still might be tough for him to find minutes. Season #2 is wrapped. Luka with an MVP. Shout out to Rob Dillingham, most improved in year 2. And unfortunately, Bronny James once again struggled to see the floor. Now, he is up to a 75 overall. That's good to see. However, he did not play much this season. Are you serious? They gave him 1 minute again? I feel like they're trolling Bronny. But this is kind of realistic as to how things could go in real life for James. I've seen reporters saying he could spend a year or two in the G League. But the Lakers are here in the play-in tournament. Maybe Bronny could get a Mickey Mouse championship as a cheerleader. Okay, never mind. 2 years in and not much to show for it for James. But if he can hit like a 78, 79 overall this summer, I feel like that's where he could really get to the point where he's actually getting some minutes. And then once he gets minutes, he can continue to improve his game. All right, he's up to a 75. Dang, Bronny. I'm going to check the rotation, see if he's getting any minutes this year. Not yet, but next year's got to be the year, bro. He's so close to cracking the rotation. If he can get up to a 78, 79 by next year, he'll be playing. Year 3 is wrapped. Wembanyama with an MVP. There goes Rob Dillingham, 6th man of the year, doing his thing. And this year, the Lakers did make their way into the playoffs. However, Bronny James still got his usual 1 minute. No, he got 3. Never mind. We're moving up. Well, I guess we can see if the Lakers can do something in the playoffs. All right, we lost in the first round. But this has got to be the year Bronny cracks the rotation, man. I know I've been saying it for a minute, but it's got to be happening now. Bronny James up to a 79. He's a top 7 player on the team. No reason he shouldn't be getting minutes this year. And real minutes, too. Not just, oh, we'll throw you in the game with the 3 minutes left. We're down 100 points. Oh my gosh, he did it. Bronny James, 24 minutes a night. He's going to be playing off the bench with Dalton Connect, who's been getting a lot of hype from the NBA media and everything. Let's see how Bronny did in his first ever real game. 16 points. He's averaging 14, 5, and 9. My phone just fell on the floor. Great start to Bronny's NBA career, though. We're going to simulate to the end of this season and see how he can do. He's finally getting minutes in year 4. I'm ecstatic for him. Victor Wembanyama with an MVP. I want to see if Bronny won most improved. Okay, Floyd Badunga won it over him. Unfortunate. However, Bronny James did end up playing minutes this year, and he averaged 14, 4, and 7. That's really good. Great efficiency from 3, over 40 41%, playing 23 minutes a night. And the Lakers, they were in the play-in tournament. Unfortunately, no playoffs for LA. Now, it is important to note that Bronny's contract has been extended by the Lakers 5 years, $166 million. Bronny got the bag. I guess they realized Bronny had a lot of potential when they saw what he could do out there, actually getting minutes for the Lakers, and they wanted to make sure he was with the team long term. I feel like that's a bit of an overpay for a guy who was like an 80 overall, but I'm not gonna hate. Congrats to Bronny on the bag. He's up to an 84, third best player on the team headed into year 5. Anthony Davis is regressing badly, and I have a feeling we're in for a couple rough years here in LA as a team. However, it seems like Bronny's in for some great individual seasons based on what we saw from him last year and based on the fact that he's continuing to get better. How did Alexander Sarr end up on the Clippers? He left the Wizards after his rookie deal, won an MVP on the Clippers. I am so sorry, Washington Wizards fans. Oh my gosh, Bronny made All-NBA? He averaged 22 and 10. Oh my gosh, he's him. I really thought this video was about to be trash. The first couple years, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so boring. This team sucks. Bronny sucks. But he's really picking it up. We're in the play-in again, though, so the team still sucks. We don't make the playoffs. But Bronny, he's picking it up. Now the Lakers front office just has to lock in, get him some better teammates. We are the Lakers, so maybe we can sign somebody big. However, we are paying Bronny James and Anthony Davis a lot of money, so that might not be possible. We may just not have the money to go out and sign somebody else. Oh my gosh, Anthony Davis down to an 84. He's getting paid about 100 mil over the next 2 years. We do have Carter Bryant, who's getting better. Bronny goes up 1 to an 85. If things don't get better by the end of this contract for Bronny James, I think I'm gonna force him to leave the Lakers, because he's been here 5 years and the Lakers have pretty much been trash all of those years. However, I am excited for another season from Bronny. If he averaged 22 and 10 last year, hopefully he can be even better this year. It's exciting to see Bronny hoop. I know he's got a lot of doubters coming into the league, but let's just be realistic. He was a projected second-round pick. I feel like he should be given a chance. It may take him some time to develop his game, but I'm not going to be a hater of Bronny off the rip, or ever. I'm not going to hate on players, bro. Like, these guys love basketball. They put in work. I don't really see a reason to, hate on players for when they've done really nothing. Like, Bronny seems like a cool dude. I've watched interviews. I watched him go sneaker shopping with Complex. I think some people are Bron haters and they're already just like, oh, I don't like Bronny for literally zero reason. I don't get it, man. Season is wrapped. Tyrese Halliburton wins the MVP award. Bronny just continuing to get better. He makes second team this year. Scoring went up, assists went down a little, but he's still in the ball quite a bit. He's shooting it efficiently. There's a lot to like about Bronny's game. 48 wins on the season. Lakers are back in the playoffs. We were the 4 seed this year. Round 1, we'll be taking on the Rockets. This is the first time we get to see Bronny in a playoff setting playing real minutes, and this Rockets squad is a tough opponent. It's a 3-2 series here. We've got a chance to close it out in 6. I'm gonna jump in the Simcast right now. Probably the biggest playoff game of Bronny's career up to this point, and he's gonna get the dub. 40 points! Oh my gosh! He averaged 29 and 11 in round 1. Bronny's him. Now in round 2, we've got a tough opponent. Y'all know the Thunder. Y'all know how this goes. We're probably about to get smacked. We actually win game 1. Game 2 will go to OKC, and 3 and 4. Yeah, we're probably out of here. We win game 5, but we lose the series in 6. Bronny James still scored the ball really well throughout the entirety of the playoffs. He was getting his teammates involved too. No complaints from me about Bronny James' play at all. Here's what the squad's looking like. The Lakers front office did not get Bronny better teammates. Dang it. I saw a report saying that Rich Paul is telling teams that if they draft Bronny James, he's gonna go to Australia. I'm recording this video during the second round of the draft, by the way. I pretty much assumed the Lakers would pick up Bronny. I'll probably have some more Bronny related videos out later. over the next few days or so. So if y'all want to see that, feel free to subscribe. We're trying to hit 50K. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the channel as of late. Darren Peterson just won an MVP. He averaged 33 a game. Oh my gosh. Did Bronny fall off? He didn't make all NBA. We did win 53 games though. Oh man, James's numbers went way down. It's because they weren't playing him as much. Why? I'm sorry, but we're not playing ice cold Chris Murray over Bronny James. Let's make this an 8-man rotation so our good players get more minutes for the playoffs. I feel like that's a smart move. Also, we brought in RJ Barrett on a minimum, so that's pretty big. But let's go ahead and get into the playoffs. Round 1, we'll be taking on Sacramento. We're up 3-2. And we beat them in 6. Round 2, it's going to be a battle of LA. Lakers, Clippers here. The Clippers picked up Alexander Sarr. We saw that earlier, but they've also got Jabari, Malik Monk, Davion Mitchell, Bryson Tucker. That's a good team. But the Clippers aren't beating us in a battle of LA. It's going to be a sweep. And now we've got a rematch against OKC. They have Bryce! Bronny versus Bryce in the conference finals. Imagine how many viewers this series would pull just for that matchup. Okay, well, we're cooked. We just got swept. It's always the Thunder, man. Bronny had 19 and 20 in the final game. He was really threading the needle, but it wasn't enough. And Bronny James will be headed into the final year of his contract. And unless we make the finals this year, I'm going to tell him it's time to pack it up and leave LA because the supporting cast just isn't there. I mean, you all see the team. Anthony Davis is still here. He's a 79 overall. Oh my gosh. Season is over with. Wembanyama with an MVP. Bronny James back on All-NBA. Numbers back up as he's getting the minutes he needs. 22 and 11 on the year for James. And he signed an extension with the team. I'm removing that, bro. We won 39 games on the year. It's time for you to leave. Got to take a page out of Bron's book and know when it's time to leave a team. Well, let's be honest. Bron should probably leave the Lakers this offseason, but I doubt he's doing that. I don't know, man. I don't think the Lakers are going to be able to win another chip with Bron. If he really wants to contend, he might want to go elsewhere. Speaking of going elsewhere, though, Bronny James is hitting free agency, and I'll be forcing him to pick a new destination. Bronny James has chosen his new destination, and I love it. He's going to the Rockets, teaming up with Cooper Flagg, Cam Whitmore, and Jalil Bethea. This is a much better team than we had in LA, but the only problem is Bronny signed a 1-year deal with the Rockets, so he could be on to the next team after this year in Houston. Marcus Johnson with an MVP. Bronny James did not make All-NBA as a Rocket, and this year he averaged 16 and 10. I mean, that's good, but we've gotten used to better numbers from Bronny, and unfortunately, the Rockets completely missed out on the playoffs. No play-in tournament, nothing. And I think the reason for that is because we lost 7 in a row at the end of the season. Really bad close to the year. But now Bronny James will be back in free agency. He only signed a 1-year with Houston. Could we see the Bronny James journeyman arc here in this video? We'll have to see where he's headed next. Oh, Bronny James re-upped a 4-year deal with the Rockets. Hopefully the first year was just a fluke and we can have a better season. I believe in this team. I feel like we got good talent and that we can play a lot better than we did last year. Zach Foster, an auto-generated dude, wins the MVP award. Bronny's on first team, 25 and 13. Are you kidding me? We're already 10 years in. That's crazy. And this year we won 49 games. We picked up Walker Kessler. We traded for him. Who'd we trade? We traded Jalil Bethea. But we also got Isaiah Evans in that trade. That was a big move. And we have Mark Williams on the minimum. Oh my gosh. Our team's kind of loaded right now. I think we can really make some noise this postseason. Round 1, we'll be taking on the Nuggets, led by Uncle Jokic. Oh, they also have Alex Sarr. Oh, man. And we're going 7 in this one. The first Game 7 of Bronny's NBA career. 10 years in, and this is his first Game 7. That's kind of crazy. But Bronny's going to come through 21 and 18 in this one. And next up, it'll be the Thunder. They have stopped Bronny in his tracks every single time in the playoffs, and they look great, so they might do it again. It's a 2-2 series here. They win Game 5. Come on, give us Game 6. There we go. Game 7. Now we've got the second Game 7 of Bronny James's career, and if he can beat this Thunder team, that would be a huge accomplishment. Bronny's gonna do it. A 15-point W, 22 and 17 in this one. Cooper the Hooper with 37. And the Lakers are here in the conference finals. They bounced back without Bronny James. The perfect storyline here. Bronny's got to a chance to take down his former team. We're down 2-1 early, but we'll tie it up into a piece. We win game 5, and we beat them in 6. Bronny James is headed to his first ever NBA Finals, taking on the Hawks, who have AJ DeBonsta, Taj Ariza, Karl Anthony Towns. A nice team, but we faced better. That Thunder team was way better than this Hawks team. It's a 2-2 series here in the finals. Let's jump in the Simcast for game 5. The Rockets have been great in these type of situations. We've always came through in big games throughout this run, but this time we're not going to. So we're facing elimination headed into game 6. And in game 6, with our season on the line and a minute and 20 seconds to go, we've got a close one. We're up by 3 points right now. Hawks have the ball. Wendell will give it into DeJounte. Murray working in the mid-range, gives it to Carter. Carter back to Murray. Murray's layup is off. Oh my goodness, that thing was on the backboard for a minute, but then DeJounte got the rebound and got the layup to go on the second effort. There's Bronny James over there wearing number 17 as Isaiah Evans brings up the rock. Here goes Evans. He's defended by Murray, who's a pretty elite defender. He'll get the screen here. Evans down to Burks. Burks almost loses it. Bronny finds it though, and he'll lay it up and in. A big play there. That'll give us a 3-point lead with less than a minute remaining. Here come the Atlanta Hawks. Cason Wallace gets the screen from Cat. Wallace is going to find Buzelli's kind of open, and he knocks it down. Big shot from Matas. Chicago, how do y'all feel about drafting Buzelli's? Let me know in the comments. Now here comes Bronny. About 35 seconds remaining here. James will swing it to Whitmore for a 3, and Whitmore knocks it down. Bronny James making big plays in the NBA Finals, getting his teammates involved. Big shot from Cam. And now the Hawks will call a timeout. What does Chris Smooth say? They need a timeout. Now we've just got to get a stop here. Wendell Carter into Wallace. Now it goes to Buzelli's. Buzelli's is defended by Whitmore. He's attacking the basket. Finds Towns wide open. That was terrible defense, man. I don't know how you leave one of the best stretch bigs to ever do it in Cat wide open. Is that crazy to call him one of the best stretch bigs to ever do it? Maybe. But nonetheless, he can shoot, and we left him open. Tie ball game here. We can hold for the final shot. It'll go into Cooper Flagg. Flagg has been our best player, our best scorer. So I see why we would give him the ball in the clutch. Flagg's going to take his time, chew some clock here. Come on, Cooper. We need a big bucket out of you. Not much time left. Cooper's got to make his move. He'll get the screen from Kessler. Flagg to Walker on the roll. Kessler's layup. He's fouled. Yes. Come on, Walker. We need both of these. I know that's a lot to ask from you. He makes the first. That's clutch right there. Only about 2 seconds remaining. Hawks have no timeouts. Kessler misses the second. Cat, full court heave is off. And we're going to game 7 here. Just barely. Bro, Cooper Flagg had 46 in this game. Bronny, 20 points on 24 shots. That's not great, but hey, Cooper had his bag. And now we're going to game 7. We're going to need Bronny and Cooper to be dialed in for this one. Start of the game isn't going too well, but we're in the rear view for sure. Hawks have the lead. Oh, man, they're kind of running away with it. I don't think we have enough time. Yep. It's over with, man. Bronny James, 27 and 11. He played well, but it wasn't enough. Great playoff run from James, averaging 24 and 14. But unfortunately, the Hawks win the championship over your Houston Rockets. However, I'm very excited for the future here in Houston. Remember, Bronny signed that long-term extension to remain with the team. So we're going to see more years of these guys together, Bronny and Cooper Flagg, and I think we've got a really great duo. Now, over the offseason, we did lose Walker Kessler and Mark Williams, so some huge losses. We're going to need some of our other guys like Isaiah Evans and Cam Whitmore to really step it up for the team. I bet you all didn't expect to see this screen. Bronny James with an MVP award. That's right, MVP. All right, I'll stop. But Bronny James wins the MVP this year, and we won 61 games on the season. Round 1, we'll be taking on the T-Wolves. We're up 3-2, and we're headed 7 with the Timberwolves. They've still got Rob Dillingham, no more Ant-Man, but they've got Caden Boozer and Ace Bailey. This is a good 8 seed, but bro, we've had a great regular season. It would be so disappointing if we lost to an 8 seed. They came out of the play-in. Come on, guys. 1 point game, minute 5. We got to win this one. We can't be getting embarrassed right here. Palmer will give it into Boozer. Boozer's going to get the screen up top. Boozer pulls the mid-range, and he misses it. It's rebounded by Cassell. Cassell bringing it up. He'll give it up to Isaiah Evans. Evans gonna spin here. Isaiah gets the screen from Cam. Wide open midi, and he misses it. That's a clean look. Gotta make those, man. Now there's about 30 seconds left. Dillingham to Harwell. Harwell in the post. He'll swing it back out to Rob. Rob's gonna fake a couple times. Attack the basket here. Great defense from Whitmore. It goes to Palmer, and Palmer gets the floater to go. So now we've got a chance to hold for what is essentially the last shot if we just want to go for the win here. 24.1 remaining. So only a 0.1 difference between shot and game clock. It'll go into Isaiah Evans. Evans attacking the basket. Layup is good. There we go. 1 point lead. T-Wolves call their last timeout. That's a big bucket from Evans. We have a lot of great scoring options on this team. Now we just got to hope that we don't get gamed by Rob Dillingham or something. It'll go into Boozer. Great defense from James on Boozer. One of the things scouts have talked about with Bronny is his defense. But anyway, Timberwolves are about to get their offense in motion. Boozer will get the screen here. Boozer is defended closely. Great defense, and Boozer misses. We're moving on to round 2. Thank goodness we didn't lose to that 8 seed. But man, was that close. Cooper Flag 22 and 15, Bronny 19 and 13. That's the league MVP right there, Bronny James. Next up, we got the Los Angeles Clippers. Pretty good team as well. But this time, we beat them in 5. Wow, that was easy. And now we got the Lakers, Bronny's former team. Another matchup against them. We're up 3-2. And we beat them in 6. We're back in the finals. We've got our rematch against the Hawks. Here's our chance to make things right. We lost in 7 last year. Let's win this time. We're up 2-0. They win game 3. We win game 4. Bronny James wins a championship, an MVP, and a finals MVP all in one season. He shot 50, 50, 90 in the finals. Ridiculous efficiency as he wins his first title. And hopefully there are many more to come. I mean, at this point, Bronny James is in the midst of his prime, playing some of the best basketball of his entire career, the best basketball of his career. He just won an MVP. Headed into year 12, I'm hoping he can repeat on championships with the Rockets. Cam Boozer with an MVP. Bronny couldn't go back-to-back with the award, but that's okay. But you know what's not okay? Him not even making All-NBA. What's going on, Bronny? 15 points? Oh, it's because this coach we hired, Tiago Splitter's coaching. He put Bronny off the bench. I'm sorry, Uncle De'Aaron, but there is no reason you should be starting over Bronny James. You know what? Matter of fact, I typically try to not get involved in personnel moves with these teams. Get Tiago Splitter away from this basketball team. Give me Nick Nurse right now, please. He wants to start De'Aaron over Bronny. All right, I must be the only one with sense here in Houston. This guy just won MVP. You're telling me 38-year-old De'Aaron Fox is going to start over him? Are we delusional? Let's make this an 8-man rotation, and now they want to start. Oh my gosh, yeah, we get it. You want to start De'Aaron Fox. No, that isn't happening. And I like De'Aaron, but come on. We're the 4 seed right now. Round 1, we'll be taking on the Grizz. Oh, they have the MVP, Cam Boozer. We're probably cooked. We beat them in 6. There we go. Round 2, it'll be the Lakers. We face this team every time. And guess what? We beat them every time. Next up, it'll be the Pels. This team is all right. No 90-plus players, though, right? And we're going 7. I stopped that just in time. Oh, no, they have Jacoby Walter, who's a 92. All right, man. We got a chance to beat this team, make it back to the finals, and have a chance to go back-to-back. But that's not happening because the Pels are going to stop us in our tracks. We get cooked in Game 7. Cooper had a good game. Bronny, overall, a good playoffs. Not a great game in this one. I don't understand what coach was doing, though, not starting Bronny. Like, are we being serious? And with all due respect, who thought it would be a good idea to hire Tiago Splitter to coach the team? I didn't even know Tiago Splitter was a coach in this game. Well, let's head into another season. I'm glad De'Aaron's not on the team anymore because for some reason, coach was wanting to start him over Bronny. De'Aaron probably retired. I mean, he was like almost 40. I don't know why we were starting him over Bronny. He would have been a cool bench player, but I don't know what coach was doing. Cam Boozer with another MVP. He's usually really dominant in these simulations. Bronny James getting back to it. All-NBA third team, 20 and 10 on the season. And he also signed an extension to remain in Houston. He'll be here for 4 more seasons after this one. And we picked up Jackson Park on a minimum contract. That's kind of big. Headed into the playoffs, we're the number 1 seed. We won 57 games. First round, it'll be Denver. We know LeBron's had some bad experiences with Denver, and Bronny just had one too. We got cooked right there. Bronny played well, but it wasn't enough as the Nuggets beat us. 1 seed losing to the 8 seed. That's tragic. Ooh, Cam Whitmore's down to an 82, and we're paying him all that money. That's not a good thing for the team. However, we do still have Cooper, Isaiah Evans, and Bronny. They're all in their primes, which is good to see, but Cam Whitmore regressing is definitely a big hit for the team. Cam Boozer with an MVP. No All-NBA for Bronny this year. But we were the number 4 seed, winning 48 games. Bronny's numbers dropping off. I guess I do have to realize this is his 14th year pro. Not everybody has LeBron-like longevity. Round 1, we'll be taking on the Kings, and we lost. Dang. Ever since that chip, it's kind of been downhill for Bronny. That chip and that MVP year. But I mean, hey, an MVP and a championship, that's a huge achievement. Not many players can say that they've won a most valuable player and a Larry O'Brien in their careers. But I was hoping Bronny could stack up some more achievements, and maybe he still can. At 32 years old, he's headed into year 15. He's on a decent Rockets team that may be past their best years though, especially with Whitmore continuing to get worse. But I've still got hope that they can maybe make something happen. Maybe we see a miracle run. Francis Whitney with an MVP. No All-NBA for Bronny, but you know how I was talking about that miracle run or whatever? This could be our year. I mean, we won 57 games. Bronny James gave us 16-8, pretty solid. And we're the number 1 seed. Round 1, we'll be taking on the T-Wolves. Bro, the Timberwolves. Oh my gosh, man. Rob Dillingham giving us the business in this one. We end up losing in the first round as the 1 seed. That's the second time we've lost to the 8 seed as the 1 seed, and the Lakers win the chip, Bronny's former team. And now Uncle Bronny is headed into year 16. He's regressing. He's down to an 86 overall. So I think it's pretty safe to say the best years of his career are behind him, but I'm still holding out hope for at least one more chip. We're having a really good season right now, but as I'm recording this, the Lakers just officially selected Bronny James 55th overall. I've been editing this video as the second round of the draft's been going and also recording it so that I can get it out to you all as soon as possible. I was seeing the reports and I realized it almost seems like a lock that Bronny James will be a Laker, so I was like, we might as well get started on this career simulation early, and I'm glad I did. It's going to be historic to see a father-son duo in the NBA. I'm sure we'll see these guys take the floor together at least a little bit. I mean, I know Bronny probably won't see the floor a ton as he was a second round pick, nearly went undrafted at the 55th overall selection, so I don't expect Bronny James to be getting a ton of minutes off the rip, but nonetheless, man, what crazy history. A father-son duo in the NBA. That just doesn't even sound real, man. Congratulations to Cooper the Hooper on the MVP award. And we also saw Caden Boozer win 6th Man of the Year. We picked him up for the team. That must have been why we were so good. We won 65 games on the year, and we had Bronny starting over Caden Boozer. And yeah, Boozer was really good for us. We've got a great team here in Houston. Let's go get another title. I really think we can do it this year with all the talent we have on the team. Round 1, we beat the Clippers in 6. Round 2, it'll be the Blazers. We beat them in 6. Conference Finals, it's going to be the Grizzlies, and we sweep them. So we're back in the NBA Finals. Chance for Bronny to win number 2. Game number 1 will go to us. Game 2 will also go to us. They take game 3 and 4. Uh-oh. But we win game 5, and they win game 6. Game 7 of the finals here for Bronny James. It's a really close game headed into the 4th, but we close it out. Cooper Flag with finals MVP, putting up role player numbers 14, 10, and 6. Okay, no, that's pretty good, but the efficiency kind of sucked. Anyway, I'm not hating on you, Cooper. Congratulations on the finals MVP. Bronny James with a solid playoff run in year number 16 to win his 2nd NBA championship. He's a 2-time champion. Now, I don't know if we'll be able to keep Boozer around this offseason. So if we lose him, that could be bad, but we'll see what goes down. We did lose Boozer. Yeah, that year might have been lightning in a bottle for this team, especially with everybody getting older. I mean, Bronny is headed into year 17. He does want an extension to stay here in Houston. Cooper Flag with an MVP here. And we had another really good season. Number 1 seed once again, Bronny James averaged 15 and 7, and he got an extension. I'm assuming he'll be retiring here in Houston at some point. Round 1, we'll be taking on the Thunder, and we just blew it 3-1. Bro, Bronny was hooping too. He really didn't want to blow that 3-1 in Game 7, but we lost. But Bronny's trying to be like his dad, LeBron, and keep it going. Also, if we lost to the 8 seed 3 times as the 1 seed, that's pretty bad. But anyway, Bronny is trying to keep his career going. He's down to an 85 overall headed into year 18. Cam Boozer with an MVP. I've said that a lot in this video. We were the 1 seed again. Bronny James averaged 15 and 7. And this is going to be it. He's ready to retire after 18 years pro. Hopefully this time we don't lose to the 8 seed and we actually make it far in the playoffs. Win one last chip. Or we'll just get swept by the 8 seed. You know what? That's fine too. Bronny put up 24 and 5 in his last game. And I have to say, he exceeded my expectations in this video. In 18 years pro, Bronny James won 2 chips, an MVP, a Finals MVP, made 2 All-Star teams, 2 All-NBA first teams, and 1 All-NBA second team. He also finished 12th all-time in assists, right behind his dad, LeBron. That's going to do it for the video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.